Hello, happy people, and welcome to your Moment of Zed, the YouTube channel dedicated to the most beautiful car in the world, the BMW Z3, or as the folks in Ottawa call it, the Z3. I'm Mark, and today we're going to tackle something very simple, kind of a quick hitter today, the center wheel caps, and going to kind of show you a cool way to remove those and replace them. Go into the details of those, which are more than I thought they would be once I did research. But before we get to that, we have two Zeds of the Week. And first up, we have Jeff from Australia, who sent me 007 pictures of his 1998 GoldenEye Tribute Roadster, which he built from stock, with all the bells and whistles from the looks of it. Now, his future plans for the car include acquiring the correct movie wheels. As of about a month ago, his car was on display in the Brisbane Motor Museum for their Scene on Screen display. I don't know if it's still there. If you could hit me up in the comments, Jeff, I would appreciate that. Very cool car. Next up, we have Craig from California with his 2002 2.5-liter 5-speed Roadster. Now, Craig has new struts, shocks, bushings, H&R lowering springs, VMR rims, which look very classy, Akani headlights, upgraded speakers, a Blaupunkt receiver, a 500-watt amp, and a bazooka bass tube. Awesome. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for sharing your beautiful cars. If you'd like to see your car on Zed of the Week, please follow the easy instructions in the description below. Now let's take a look at those wheels. So first things first, we have to remove our old faded wheel cap. And to do that, you could do it a couple of ways. You could get a flat-bladed screwdriver under there, pry it up, which is fine. I would protect the lip of the wheel first with some tape. The other technique, and I didn't really think this would work, but it does, I saw it in another YouTube video, is to take some duct tape. And you need to use good duct tape. I had 2 rolls at home, a good roll, this roll, and a kind of a cheapy roll. The cheapy roll didn't work, didn't have enough stick. This one does, and to do it, you just apply it nice and tight to the wheel cap. Give yourself a couple inches on either end. Pull outwards on the ends to tighten it up, and then out like that. And as you can see, that works like a champ. Didn't believe it, but it really does work that well. Okay, so here's what we've got, and I think you can see that part number in there, the one that starts with 3, and if not, I will put it on the screen right there. This one's made in Italy, but it's a genuine BMW part. Now, this supposedly is a 68 millimeter. It seems to be the most standard size for our cars. You're going to have to research your own. Now, if you pull yours off and you get a part number like mine, it's going to be very easy for you. If you already have an aftermarket one with no part number, that could be harder, but chances are you're going to pull this off, find something like this. Now, I just happen to have a replacement here at home that is also a genuine BMW part, but you can kind of see that it doesn't mean that it's exactly the same, but it's very similar. So I'm going to use this. But again, this isn't necessarily the only size you can get, so kind of be careful. And as you can see with the OEM part, you have these metal tabs that loop around from the actual badge and latch on to the plastic part that actually fits into the wheel. Now, you can also buy stickers, for lack of a better word, that can go on the plastic caps, and those tend to be cheaper. That's an option for you as well. I may have one around we're going to take a look at in a minute, but I'm going to go with this one. Again, 68 millimeter. I'll have the part number also in the description. I think this is what's going to fit most of ours. Again, it's not the only one, because here is one I also happen to randomly have that is significantly smaller. So just be careful when you're ordering that the 68 millimeter is not the only one, but it seems to be the one that goes for most of our wheels and definitely goes for my style 35s. Okay, so I found the sticker I had bought a while ago, I think from Pelican Parts. You can see the part number, but this is not the same size as this. This is 68 millimeters. This is 64.5. And again, the smaller one I showed you before, I think is a 60. But these are all possible ones you might have. More than likely you have the 68. So I just wanted to kind of show you that you don't have to buy this entire part, but you can. And it's not that expensive. And again, a couple links in the description for buying this entire thing. What you could do is just buy a sticker and remove the old badge by just prying up these tabs. And I just used a flat blade screwdriver to pry them up. Very easy, and it comes right off. And then you have the blank plastic part. This you can toss. Funny thing is, this doesn't have any stickum on it. I thought it would, but it doesn't. So it's just the tabs that hold it on. And then, of course, you can go ahead and take that off and just stick that in the middle. I'm not going to do it because, again, these are two different sizes. And then it's renewed, and you can just snap that back in. So that's a possibility. Buying the sticker only is cheaper, pretty significantly cheaper than buying the entire part. Folks who have done this, if you could put in the comments if you've had luck with this or they eventually get loose and come flying off, I'd love to hear about it. Okay, so installation of the new one is not rocket surgery by any means. I've cleaned up the inside of this a little bit, and just go ahead and press that in, and that's it. So folks, there you have it. Obviously, you have some options as to what to buy. I went with OEM today because I just had it lying around. I'm not saying I'd always do that. I'd like to hear about your experiences with all this stuff in the comments if you could. Certainly appreciate that. And as always, if you found this content valuable, please crush that like button. And until next time, remember, friends don't let friends drive boring.